and I'm asking this as a friend and a confidant.
A confidant? What does that mean, Joe?
Did you ask the Golden Girls?
No. What does a confidant mean? What is that?
It means I'm your Betty White. That's what it means.
I don't know what that means. I need a definition.
It means thank you for being a friend.
That's not what that means. Shut the fuck up. Don't use that word. You don't know what it means.
You're a friend and a confidant. I know what it means.
I don't think you know what a confidant means.
I gave you 3 different definitions. I don't know what else you want. I don't know how many more times. Sir, move on to the next word, please.
Aficionado.
God.
What does it mean, Joe?
When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, don't be scared, homie.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
Oh God, you're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls are hot.
That's another one of those words where I'm like, I feel like I know what it means, but I probably am wrong. Aficionado? It's like that.
For $200. Come on down, dude. What does this mean?
You said how about for 200? Pass.
Oh my God. There's no passes here.
For $200, it means you're really good at something.
Yes.
Yeah. It means you're really good at something. It means you're official. Darnell's looking for his pops right now. He's got to have his pops.
For my what?
Your pops.
Your
gotta
pops.
Gotta have it.
Bro, I actually had those like at some point this year, and I was thoroughly disappointed. I was like, these
With
ain't what
pops?
they used to be. Yeah,
What?
they
What?
ain't what they used to be.
Pops are exactly what they
You're
used to
crazy.
be, if not better. Yeah, we've had multiple bags of pops in this house through this year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm old or some shit now.
I don't know.
What was different about them?
I don't know. They just didn't. I guess maybe it wasn't. They didn't taste as sweet as they used to be.
Sweet.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's that black people where it's
I don't
like
think that's
it's like
possible.
where you put like sugar in your Kool-Aid afterwards. That's the
Wait, hold on, you don't put Kool-Aid. Nah, hold on. Bro.
Yeah,
just
you're
put
not
a lot-
supposed to.
No. You don't put sugar in your Kool-Aid.
No,
Come on, bro.
you're not
fine.
supposed to.
That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
what
some
I'm
white
saying.
people.
Okay.
You ain't supposed to. Ask Reese to make you some motherfucking Kool-Aid. See what the
I'm
fuck
aware
happens.
of what it can be. It's
See what the fuck she'll do for your life, for
it's,
your soul.
I didn't. First of all, let me point out by
I
saying
won't have diabetes.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You already got a ridiculous amount of sugar in it, and then you put more sugar in it.
It
What's
does
wrong
not
with
have
you?
Oh, let me guess.
ridiculous amount of sugar.
The
Yeah,
alternative.
it does.
The alternative to drinking this is that I keep my leg. Yeah, no, I think that's what I'll stick with then.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna.
Yeah,
keep
that's
putting
if
fucking
you're, like,
sugar
putting
in
up-
Kool-Aid. Who needs 2 legs? Am I right?
That was so odd. Yeah, that's if you're like putting a pound of sugar in that shit. Ain't nobody doing that.
That's what you make it sound like. And let me say
Yeah.
first of all,
Definitely
that
not.
nobody here made a close statement saying that it would have tasted bad. We were just saying it's a black thing, and you would think that you would have gotten up in arms about like us saying that in general, but you were just like, first of all, let me tell you how delicious that is, and I was like, okay, not helping your case.
He was like, first of all, wait, you guys don't put sugar, extra sugar in your Kool-Aid?
I was like,
That's
Yeah,
wild.
y'all are children. Y'all are not even children. Y'all are old people. I'm gonna just.
How
leave
is
it
that
there.
old people?
I'm
That's
just
way
gonna
too
leave it there.
sweet.
I'm just gonna. There you go. I'm just gonna leave it there.
old people.
I'm just gonna. Leave
Old
it
people
there.
would really love sweet. They love sweet shit. What are you talking about?
Well, they always
they
got hard candies flying around.
That you can hardly call that candy. That's more like some shit that you just use to pass the time,
Well,
like in between meals.
What?
I'm just happy to know where your standards lie and your lines are drawn in the sand. Racism, it's pretty far back there. But if you talk shit about Kool-Aid and sugar in Kool-Aid, Oh,
Now we have a problem.
Now Darnell's got a real problem with you.
No, because y'all out here drinking that Kool-Aid, you get a daycare where there ain't no love in it.
At
They just
daycare?
throw the powder in there and then can throw the water in and just half mix it and like, here you go.
How dare you, sir?
But it's okay.
Sir,
None
they
of that
give
made
you a
sense.
lot of powder
It's
to
okay.
make it to put in there. You get
It's okay.
multiple servings out of that thing.
Hey, bro,
You can put
it's
as
okay.
much as you want. Why do I need to
It's
put more
okay.
sugar in?
No, it's okay. It's cool, bro. It's good. Y'all got it.
We do got it. Got both of
Yeah,
our
that's
feet.
pretty clean. Yeah, and so do I.
Not for long with all that
High
sugar
blood
in your Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and how often do I drink Kool-Aid? Like, maybe
Oh.
twice a year.
Well,
I thought that was a
if you're
rhetorical
making it
question.
like that, then yeah, twice a year is not bad.
No, you only when it's way too sweet is literally when you take the first sip and it locks the back of your jaw up. That's when it's too sweet. That's when you got to look at the person and be like, "What's your problem? What you doing?" That's when it's a problem.
Trying to hurt you.
Exactly. I've only had that happen like twice. Thoroughly confused.
It's too much.
Do either of
What
you
is
still to this
love
day
love?
add any like extra sugar to your cereal? Like,
Not anymore. I used to.
Unless it's like plain
Definitely used
Cheerios or some shit, or like cornflakes.
right?
And at that point, why would you get that when you can get Honey Nut Cheerios or Frosted Flakes?
Yeah. You only had to do it back in the day because parents would buy you that regular Cheerios, regular cornflakes. You'd have to sneak
y'all
by and
parents.
throw that sugar in there. Oh, shit.
My terrible ass was putting. I was having Frosted Flakes, and like the bottom of the bag where it's basically just sugar. I would have that shit, and then put more sugar in on top of that, so the front of that spoon looked like fucking heroin. Like it was just there.
Why does
And it's just sugar and then the cereal.
God,
That's what I used to do, but I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you seem like a reformed like Drake Bell from that episode when Drake and Josh where he's got like the candy Wonderland in the room.
Nah, the thing with him was he literally like broke out in hives from not having sugar. I never had that. That was crazy.
I don't know. You ever stopped eating sugar before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing happens. I'm just chilling, like Cedar Rapids.
Like Cedar Rapids. Get out of here. Get out. Come on. Well, boys, let's start the episode. Welcome to Throwing Hands, your favorite casual hardcore MMA podcast, where we're here to judge the craziness, the bullshit, the Octagon control. The boys are all here for the last episode of the year. It was the last fight card of the year. It's the last episode of the year. How you boys doing today?
Ow. I'm chilling. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it for him.
Yeah, Ian?
Yep.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, especially because I just opened another beer when I still have half another one. So.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm gonna go back to Best Buy real quick.
Well, we know Ian's coming into this episode hot. We know that much. Darnell coming into this episode chill. Polar opposites of each other. This is only going to call for good conversation. I can tell you that much.
Maybe. Perhaps.
It's going to cause for a lot of Ian disagreeing because he wants to.
Oh, I don't
wants
remember a lot of the last.
He wants you to feel his pain. Well, that's okay because you'll remember most of the card as you if you look at some of the fights.
I should probably pull that up. I'm unprepared.
I'm also not very prepared, but we're chilling. We're going with the flow here, baby. It's the end of the year. It's the last episode. It was the last card. Just like everybody else in the UFC right now, we're chilling. We're just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be that serious. We don't have to talk about the whole card.
Just a little bit.
It's most of it.
Damn, there's a lot of decisions on this card compared to the pay-per-view.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. Let's talk the end of the year card so we can get that out of the way and get into all the fun shit. I mean, honestly, the whole card itself, meh. As Darnell's pointed out before, it should have been reversed. UFC 282 should have been this card, and this card should have been right
No,
before.
no, 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 no. Whoa, no. The Orlando card and this card should have been swapped for end of year fights.
But I still think at the end of the day, I still would have taken 282. I mean, like I would have taken either of those cards instead of this for the end of the year.
Yeah.
But the Orlando card was bangers.
Yeah.
And it was on TV for free. Well, not technically free, because ESPN Plus shit.
It's all
But
free,
that
baby
should have
boy.
been.
It's all.
It would have
free.
been a better last fight night than
Yeah.
what this was. Even
Yeah.
though I didn't watch a lot of it, but
Yeah. Daniel. Wow, I almost said Daniel Cormier. Almost said it. Jared Cannonier, Sean Strickland. I honestly turned it off after round 4. Sean, I don't know. He just didn't come to fight. I haven't read if there's any excuses or anything like that. I'll tell you what I saw was a man who was just willing to, I don't know, try to tire another guy out, or he just couldn't figure out what to do with Jared Cannonier. I don't think he's that much of a puzzle to figure out.
I think he's just still gunshot from Alex.
well, some people are saying that Sean Strickland got robbed.
It wasn't a robbery, but that fight honestly could have just went either way to them. Like either one.
Yeah.
To me, honestly, neither one of them really.
I've just been seeing a lot of memes of him, like Sean Strickland, and it's like an old lady, and then it's Jared Cannonier, like stealing a purse, and it's the purse is labeled, victory, the win, or whatever. Like, he got robbed. Like, I've just been seeing a whole bunch of shit. Blame the internet.
I do. they're 100% to blame. But yeah, overall, I just it's a fight that I don't think makes many waves for anything in the middleweight division. It's
Not really.
It would have been better if Sean Strickland won for the middleweight division, because it at least would have made a different type of name for a different type of reason for different things. UFC will grab onto any type of win streak or any reason for anything to make a fight, but there's not much to do with Jared Cannonier anymore. I don't know if there's other fights that you guys want to talk about specifically. I'll tell you that we can do what we have done in the past, where we pick some fights out. I'll tell you that I'd love to talk about Drew Dober. I think everybody would like to talk about Drew Dober, Bobby Green.
Weren't you guys saying that Bobby Green was going to win?
I'm Drew Dober.
Or were we all saying that?
I don't think I said anybody would win. I just wanted to see the fight.
Yeah,
because it was going to be a good fight. Because like neither one of them are going to be like trying to grapple each other and usually trying to take people's heads off for the most part.
Yeah,
which is exactly what happened.
I do remember saying that we were just genuinely excited for it, but deep down, I know I probably said that I got Drew Dober for that fight. I always have Drew Dober through and through.
I don't know. I think I might be remembering wrong, because I could have sworn you guys were like, Bobby Green's gonna fucking win, or we want Bobby Green to win. I think we were all saying that.
I think it was just because he was coming back, because he got released for like a couple months, and then now he got re-signed after failing some drug test, which is all under the rug all of a sudden. So that's always weird. But yeah, Alex Caceres with the fucking movie kick knockout, missed a punch, and then he just throws his leg into his face.
Oh yeah. If you asked him, I'm sure he'd be like, "That's exactly how I planned it. You got to move like water, baby boy."
It literally was. He just took his own momentum and just said, "Fuck that," and just do that leg up.
It was great. It was
beautiful.
It was a great Bruce Leroy knockout, just as you'd want it to happen. It's always frustrating to see Bruce Leroy get grappled and ground and pounded, and him just try to throw jiu-jitsu up the whole fight. But this time got a good striking match that actually worked for him. The guy wasn't that big over him, so that was cool.
Yeah, he's been on a pretty good streak, especially after they tried to feed him to what's his name, son? Chase Hooper, that's his name. They tried to feed him to Chase Hooper, I think earlier this year or last year, and he just beat the shit out of him because the kid has no stand up.
Yeah.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and that's all he was trying to do when he got knocked down. And he was like, "Nah, get your ass up." Beat his ass for 3 rounds.
Speaking of ground game, fucking Saeed Nurmagomedov, that was crazy. The crazy another crazy comeback that was like I was literally watching him get rocked and beat up and then like go to the ground. I was like, oh, there it goes. I was like, I guarantee you he does like he either controls him for the rest of the fight or he submits him right there.
I think I was looking at something else during the fight. I remember like seeing like just the end of the finish, but I didn't see how they got there. Did I get for being distracted?
Yeah, I believe it was like a scramble after Saeed was rocked because he was rocked for quite a while.
The fight below that, the only notable thing about the Rafa Garcia fight was that he got split by an elbow, I think, on the ground, and then for like the rest of the fight, his head is just bleeding profusely. And then I think the next day they told him, "Hey, yeah, you had an artery nicked in your head, and you lost 20% of your blood." And it's like, God damn, like to lose that much and to be fighting at the same time, and he could easily just pass the fuck out. And they would have like, is that a TKO? Is that what we're ruling this, guys? And it could have been that kind of fight. But nope, he's just a tough son of a bitch and just kept fighting.
Would have been murder. That's what it would have been.
A little bit, just sprinkled in there.
Just a little dash of it.
Yep.
Always makes it a little more extreme if there's a little dash of murder.
And then I was sad to see Brian Battle get fucking wrestle fucked for 3 rounds. That sucked dick. So much.
Yeah.
But hey, 2-1 in the UFC, and it's his first year, so he's chilling.
Yeah, I mean, if you found excitement for this card, that's great. You know, it's great for you. It's great for you at home.
I mean, there was a lot of good points.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, it wasn't crazy.
Nah,
Which
not at all.
you'd think the last card of the year would be a lot more exciting as far as just the matchups alone.
No, the UFC literally blew their load all over us at the end of November, beginning of December, and pretty much all of October. They just blew their loads, as many loads as they could, and then they got nothing at the end of the tank there. And that's what we got. I mean, forgive us for continuing to ask for more, but you're offering so much.
Next year will be better.
Yeah, there'll be more loads. There'll be better loads next year. UFC's getting on the juice. I put in the chat earlier. Since it's the end of the year, thought we'd talk a little bit about maybe what we think is the fight of the year, fighter of the year, and favorite moment. If you guys have any, I believe that's what I put in for you guys to.
Yeah, that's what you did. Oh, sidebar for the fights.
Mhm.
A lot of people blew out their knees this year, mid fight.
That's
This
true.
blown out.
That's true. It seemed to be more of a trend than ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was scary.
That's why these guys need to be on the juice again.
It was either blown out knee or shoulder popping out, hands breaking. It was a little bit more than usual.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy injuries consistently. I feel like I was worried every single fight that somebody's leg was gonna snap. Every leg kick, I'm like, oh, please stop doing that. I want them to just have some UFC brawl because I'm like, if and even then, halfway through it, it's like, oh no, he's not throwing the right hand anymore. Did he break his hand?
Fight of the year for me is it's actually the guys in both fights. Fucking Cheeto Vera for the absolute beating he put on Rob Font. And
That's
then
true.
cracking the shit out of Dominic Cruz. That kick was terrible. It was usually he did it perfectly with how Dom decides to kind of get away from people. As soon as he went to he stepped to his right and was running that way, that leg was just up into his face. And then they ESPN's fucked up. They slowed it down to like the exact moment his nose like kind of caved in and went off to the side. I was like, damn.
Disrespect.
You're an analyst. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you're an analyst, and now you got to deal with that.
You know him,
Every
he's all
single
quiet
time.
over time. He's always like, well, it's a good respect to him, and I can't wait to get back in there one day and do what I can. And then Dom, he goes like this, do what I can.
Yep. And it's even worse because that was his first fight he's lost. That wasn't a title fight.
Yeah.
All his losses were title fights.
Well, when you don't have any legs anymore, when you drink too much sugar in your Kool-Aid, that's what happens. You blow out your ACL, you blow out all your ACLs.
No,
and that's what happens.
sir. That is due to plantar fasciitis.
Gives up on you.
Destroying his legs. There's no Kool-Aid involved. You think Dom drinks Kool-Aid? Nah. Dom is a Crystal Light type man.
Fair enough. True.
Like myself.
Oh.
Is it gonna focus? It's not gonna focus. Whatever. I got Crystal Light.
The commitment to the bit was there, though. So you got your moment. You got your fight of the year. Who would you be? Who's fighter of the year for you?
Probably Leon, to be honest.
Dana
Just because we legitimately counted him out for the rest of that fight.
Yep.
Until that fake straight into the fucking head kick. Like, we all counted him out for the rest of that fight until that moment.
God,
so yeah,
cool. Bang,
kudos to him.
Headshot. So cool. Ian, you got yours?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I mean, the first thing that pops into my mind, just because of American Dad, is the fact that Dan Hooker won his last fight. So I mean,
that was a great moment.
That would definitely be probably my favorite fight, just because Hooker.
It's a favorite fight. Favorite.
Why
moment.
you know Hooker?
What? Hooker.
Yeah. See, full circle. You left me unhooked. I don't know.
So then is that like an overall answer for you? Is like fighter of the year is also Dan Hooker. He's like Dan Hooker. And
no, fighter of the year. I mean, I don't know. I want to say Israel, but he lost just recent, like right before the year ended. But I have no one else in mind.
That's all right. I mean, that's good though. You got it all covered. You got all three of the bases covered. When you party hardy like you do, and you work when you work hardy and you party hardy, these are the answers
You're
that you
a little
get.
retardy.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a
Damn,
hard.
I'm freaking funny.
So funny, dude. The funniest, some would say. If more people talked in the comments, comment down below, then maybe some more people would say that you're the funniest. Ian's gonna start making a bunch of YouTube accounts and being like, "You, dude,
this guy, he's fucking great."
He's like quoting himself.
When he said,
he's like, "Retardiest." That was hilarious. Oh god. I'm gonna say it's a tough choice. Everything all around. Fighter of the year is definitely gonna be
John Jones.
John Jones.
Surprising turn of events.
John Jones actually came out and be fighter of the year. It's gonna be it's gonna sound typical of what my choice would be, but I'm gonna say Nate Diaz. I think he and it also I'm gonna kind of go with an Ian type answer here, where it's like that's my favorite. Yeah, that's also my favorite fight of the year is Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Nate had an incredible hype this year, all year long, and it was gonna get stomped really heavily when he was gonna. There was a high chance he could have gotten it stomped when he was gonna fight Makhachev, and instead he got
wrong Russian.
Yeah, right. Or Hamzat, Chimaev, Hamehamehayev. Who gives a shit? But instead we got to see an actual fun fight with Nate Diaz, where he could have still lost. I mean, there was still a high chance he could have lost that fight, but Instead, got the W and got to go out on a W, Nate Diaz style. It was everything anybody would have wanted. And then he's always going to be fighter of the year. Nick's coming back bigger and better than ever. We're going to have to talk about that today. But best moment of the year, there's been a lot. But definitely Amanda Nunes regaining her champ status against Pena and taking Pena's shit back mainly because I hate Juliana Pena. And
Fair enough.
And everything was all back the way it should have been. There was a belt missing from the champ. And Juliana Pena got her comeuppance.
Muppets.
Her what?
She got her comeuppance? What is that?
So it means when you come up there, you get it. Darnell, what's your problem?
Okay.
That fight was bullshit.
What?
What do you mean?
That fight was ass.
What are you talking about? She dominated her. What are you talking about?
Oh, I could have knocked her out, bitch. Then why didn't you do? Oh, I wanted to just beat her up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bitch. That's why you beat her ass.
Yeah, that's what you say after you win a
Yeah.
fight.
No.
Dude,
What do you
No.
mean?
Just
Let me finish.
please do.
You don't lose a fight
Please
going.
go ahead. No,
No. I don't care if she lost or not. I could give less of a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it was after the fact because even I was sitting there watching. I'm like, Amanda has power. Why hasn't she just knocked her the fuck out already? But
okay.
Whatever. That's fine.
And
I moved past it.
That's what she said.
And then, all right, let me finish. Shit. And then after that, she said that, and that's when I was like, all right, whatever. You're just saying shit now. But also, you could have fought at the end of the year. That fucking fight was like what during the summer, maybe?
July, yeah.
Yeah, she could have fucking saved us from the bullshit we just watched this Saturday. Honestly,
What are you
By
talking
waiting.
about?
by fighting again at 135. That's what I'm saying. It didn't even have to be Juliana. I don't give a fuck who she fights at 135. I'm looking at the list right now. She's basically beat everybody that's in top 5.
Yeah. So
Except for who's number 2.
let me just say
She hasn't
something.
fought in a while.
Since you're
I mean,
definitely
that's probably going to come up this next year. Is what you're
Hopefully.
saying, but
Let
it
me
wouldn't
just,
make sense for this year.
let me say something right off the bat to quote my last episode. Johnny, not political over here. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about anything at all. Just wants to see a good fight. That was a good fight. You watched a fighter beat the bricks on another fighter so well at a championship level. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
He came down in a bubble, bro, and then beat the bricks off of her for 5 rounds. Oh well, it didn't even last that long. What you did with but she beat her. It wasn't like, oh, I'm holding out. Oh boy, she stood and banged with her for 5, and she gave you the fight of a fight. And then all you have to say is, bro, why didn't she knock her out, man? How dare you? How dare you?
What is that noise, yo? I don't know if my headset is dying or not.
Is
this a bit?
Doesn't sound like a helicopter taking off because it could be my computer.
No, I think this headset's dying, to be honest. I think that's what that
It's
is.
his
but
fan
whatever.
above him.
But, no, that'd be terrible. But yeah, I'm just saying she has knockout power, and she's shown that she can just knock people the fuck out.
Yeah.
We see what people look like
but
when she does
if
hit
you have
them
that
for the
much
first
power,
time.
why wouldn't you just want to just fuck with somebody?
And at that point,
Money.
you would have to talk shit about John Jones in the same
That's
stance
money.
of the man who is like, John Jones could submit anybody or wrestle anybody or KO anybody, but instead he's always gonna. I wanted to stand and strike with him. I wanted to show I could out wrestle him. XYZ. You know, it's a thing that the greatest of the greats do. They want to show they can do things better than the other people who think they're better than them, and that's what makes them great. And that's what she did. If she really wanted to, and she did, she stuffed all the takedowns. She controlled her on the ground. She controlled her and made her stand, which is Amanda Nunes' world. She did championship level fights, and you misogynistic
audacity.
Yeah, piece of shit.
You have the goal.
The mitigated goal.
Misogynistic, no.
Darnell's like, I've never given a massage in my
No.
entire life, and don't you dare ever accuse me of that ever again. So, We're recording this just 5 days before Christmas, so I found some interesting Christmas things to show for you guys. All YouTube friendly. YouTube, we want to let you know that before we watch these videos and before we read what we're going to read, that's right, we got some reading here, boys.
God damn.
That everybody is okay, and this is all 100%. This is all 100% kosher. Okay, everybody here is happy and
what?
nobody's hurt and kosher. And
I'm in pain. I'm doing this against my will.
And
I've got a gun to my head.
Nobody would see, would they?
See, I'm forcing myself.
We want to remind you that everybody in these videos are safe and nobody's been hurt. Everybody's alive, good to go, proven.
YouTube, they're okay.
Yeah, everything's okay. And this is all for entertainment value and also to learn a little bit about combat around the world. And that being said, I have an interesting tidbit/video to bring to you guys. Did you know that in Peru, they celebrate Christmas by fist fighting?
I had no
way.
information over this.
In Peru?
In Peru.
But they celebrate Christmas
They do. They said this.
by fist fighting.
That's what you're. Oh, okay. I'm glad you finished that.
I got you, boys. Here, I believe there's going to be some explanation behind this. Let's find out. But it does show. Basically, they gather in hordes for just like what I assume is their fucking, their UFC 282 or UFC Orlando. You know what I mean?
Christmas 282.
It's not unusual for people
Here we
to
go.
come to blows on Christmas Day, but in the
Oh my God, they
Andes,
just fucking.
fighting out
Oh
issues on
my
December
lord.
25th is celebrated as a spectator sport.
Mercrimus.
Every
He's wearing a
year,
leather
thousands
jacket?
of people
Is that
gather
legal?
to watch
What is going on
competitors
here?
basically beat each other up during a traditional festival known as the Takanakyu. Men, women, and children.
I
Men
don't
and
make sure.
children. That's wild.
Yes, I mean you get the gist of it with the explanation. They love it. They get together and they just beat each other up.
It's to bring in the new year with no
Ooh,
bad karma on
Oh,
anybody.
clean.
Lord.
very clean.
Yeah.
He's like, you dropped that guy once. Nope, you guys are done.
This seems like the greatest event ever because you could really not only that do you all, get away from you get all that anger, you can fight the people you need to fight, but also you hang out for the day, you have drinks with people, you get to watch people from around your community fight, duke it out. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'm about that. Have you seen? There's isn't there an African tribe who does this as well? But it's only they wrap their right hand in a bunch of leather and a whole bunch of other shit, and it's just it's the same difference. It's once a year they all get together and settle their differences.
Yeah, there's that one too. There's two of them because there's that one for settling the differences, but also there's a legitimate fight league for it.
Oh, where they just do it year round?
Yeah, and it's
Oh my
fucking
God.
crazy. Because it's straight you essentially have just a straight up melee weapon. It's not even their fist anymore. And if you get caught slipping,
Yeah,
watch
because they
people
wrap so much, dude. They literally you know how much UFC fighters and boxers wrap their hands in gauze. They wrap 2 to 3 times more in just leather hide.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
they're
it's straight up
wearing
glove.
yeah, it's like a boxing glove made out of just straight leather.
This is not fun.
No, it's
Uh-oh.
not. It's not. It's almost not fun to watch, to be honest.
It's tradition.
Because literally,
if it's
just-
tradition, it's okay then.
It's tradition.
Well,
It is
It's
tradition.
tradition.
it's a legitimate. Hey, if you misstep this and you miss this punch, it can be lights out if you don't move back quick enough, and you're being fondled by your cat.
So this is this is a really fun story, and I'm really happy to bring this to Throwing Hands because it really matches our vibe here in a lot of different ways, and I have the video to back it up.
Oh.
Okay, Christmas party brawl between Grinch and reindeer leads to arrest.
All right, and now I got to see the reindeer.
Yeah.
Is it an actual reindeer?
What is this, in front of a hotel?
Well, allegedly, a couple of years ago, Ian was given a Grinch costume, and all the things afterwards since then we would not be able to fill in for you. But these kinds of stories do keep popping up. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Yeah. So this has the video here. It just kind of just tells the story, but the story is all right here. This literally is just transcribed into here. Just
Links in the description.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Good point, Ian. So yeah, in Grand Traverse County, where is that? Michigan, right? Is that Michigan?
Which one is it?
Probably. Mitch? Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, that's Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. Some Christmas party guests are going to be on Santa's naughty list after a heated argument ended with police being called. The person who wrote that was like, "Ooh, I'm spicy for putting that one down. I'm so saucy.
I'm such a good writer."
All right. The police reports read like a movie script with mentions of the Grinch and a reindeer fighting. Traverse City police were called to a hotel Indigo Saturday night after about a fight during a work Christmas party. Oh no! Who spiked the milk at the Christmas party? You get it? Is that Scan? Is that Scan? All right. Police said a 30-year-old man dressed as a reindeer was defending himself against a 30-year-old man dressed as a Grinch. What's with the specifics on the age?
Just to show how childish they are.
Just in case the other guy was Gordon
Details.
Ryan. Just in case they were like, it was Gordon Ryan in the Grinch costume, by the way. Or no, he would be the reindeer in the situation. The Grinch was allegedly punching the reindeer. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
He was throwing those hands. And the man dressed as the Grinch was arrested for assault. Officers believe the argument was accelerated due to alcohol use. Hell yeah.
Sounds like that reindeer's a little bitch.
That's what I says. I bet that reindeer wasn't about stealing Christmas. I bet that's what it was. I bet that guy, the guy who was the Grinch costume, he walked up to the guy as the reindeer and he was like, hey, what do you think about we steal Christmas for this whole place? And that guy who's the reindeer was like, what are you doing? What, you think you're better than me? That's how it started.
Well, you just think because I'm Vixen, I'm just like another reindeer in the song? Because you're the Grinch, you can walk all over me?
You could treat me better than that.
And then he proceeded to punch him in the dick.
Yep. That's how it happened. But, like I said, this man has been causing havoc everywhere. I've got video proof. I mean, here he is at a gas station.
Yo, is my man stealing tuna?
It's a replacement for Who Hash. You could use that instead,
He knocks the Pringles
Yo, like,
down.
what did that Pringles can do to him, bro? Like, what the hell?
He's out there messing up the store, and then after he gets confronted.
What'd you steal?
I think this is bullshit.
What'd you steal?
Steal anything.
Take it out.
You got the wrong
Take
guy,
it out
buddy.
now, man.
What
is
is this?
this?
It's my winter
What
weight.
is this
That's
shit?
my winter weight.
What? Vienna sausage,
You didn't
Friskies,
have, you didn't have
athlete's
Who
foot.
Hash. Okay, listen. Oh my God, is that Gary Busey? Seriously?
Of all people to call out.
I'm a
Yes, Ian. I like how Ian halfway, by the way, he was like, oh, this is bullshit.
Oh, yeah,
I thought it was real the whole time. And then I was like, wait, no, there's no way.
Oh, shit. That was so funny. I was like starting to like think of jokes in my head, but then I couldn't stop laughing at the fact that Ian being like, wait a minute. Hold on.
There's no way someone would dress up and do this shit.
He said, that's not actually the Grinch.
The fuck you, I almost spit out my fucking white claw.
He said, the Grinch is actually in Traverse City jail right now. There's no way. Well, that's all I got, boys. That's it. That's it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed that coverage of the combat around the world and the craziness that's been going on around the world. You know, even the Grinch gets into it during Christmas time. We said that Christmas there's not a lot of fights going on, but we can find them here on Throwing Hands.
There always has to be an abundance of Christmas fights.
Well, we're gonna find them.
Especially when there's alcohol.
We're digging
involved,
deep.
like-
Yeah. We'll make a viral video this year. Shit. Me and Ian will get dummy drunk and we'll fist fight under the mistletoe.
Under the mistletoe.
Yep. We're gonna wrestle.
Yeah.
What's going on with your eye there, bro?
What? What's that?
What? I don't know.
Guys, don't forget to make to like and comment down below. Subscribe if you aren't already. Follow for the Throwing Hands and Super Sour community at BLXNKZ for Darnell on twitch.tv/super Sour Games for the rest of us here. Ian's working on it, and we'll see you guys next year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, boys.
Welcome to Throw.
Merry Chrysler.
Burn crystals.
You got you're playing
Burger.
but with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls was hot.